This isn't just a burrito, it's an experience. Walk with me.
Picture it. It was a couple days ago. I had no idea what I was going to eat for dinner. After some contemplation and deliberation, I ended up making burritos. To absolutely nobody's surprise, they came out delicious. As I was eating my well executed burrito, it hit me that I needed to make this for you guys. Typically, when I cook something new or I'm out and I have something I enjoy, I think about y'all. How can I present this to the people so that they can make this heat themselves? You have eyes, but I'm going to tell you this anyway. You start by cubing some chicken breast. Sometimes when I'm in between takes and I'm doing stuff like preparing chicken or cutting vegetables, I'm always standing here in the quiet and I always wonder to myself, should I start humming some spirituals to pass time? Now, if you don't know what spirituals are, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you do know, then you know. Now, similarly to our chicken tacos, there is no reason why the flavor should not be strong and in your face. And gosh darn it, it starts with the protein. So without further ado, we begin with black pepper. It's kind of weird, but I prefer starting things with black pepper. I feel like it sets the tone for everything else I'm going to use. Now, if I had it my way, I would be using cayenne pepper, but I ran out of cayenne pepper the last time I made this, so we're using chili flake instead. If you don't like your burrito spicy, I'm gonna judge you for it. Obviously, it's your choice, but I'm still gonna judge you for it anyway. Garlic powder. I'm gonna be using sweet and smoked paprika because you can't stop me. That was sweet paprika. This is the more smoky, bold smoked paprika. We add the cumin. I like to call cumin something else, but I don't know how appropriate it would be to say on camera, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Now, to me, honey is the perfect addition to anything like this. I don't know why my honey is so solid, but don't worry. Did you think I forgot about the one thing that ties this all together? Absolutely not. Salt. A little bit of oil. You smell that? I know you smell that. And I know you see that. It looks delicious. Cover this up, put it in the fridge, let it marinate for a few hours if you can. If you don't have a few hours, find a few hours. I'm not hearing your excuses today. Now, I'm going to tell you something about these burritos that I'm making today. These burritos hold a very special place in my heart. Reason being, I'm adding fries to this. Now, if you don't know, it's kind of what a California burrito is. At least I think that's what makes a California burrito a California burrito. The only time in my life I've had California burritos was from this place called OMG Tacos. For 7 years, I lived in Texas, North Texas, which is where OMG Tacos is located. First time I had this OMG Tacos was during a very nice period of my life that I look back quite fondly on. I say this to say they were the best burritos I've ever had. So it wasn't until I made these the other day that I had something similar. Something else I'll say about North Texas, especially the area that I lived in, it's deep, deep cowboy territory. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Honestly, I can't stand the Cowboys. Now, if you're offended by that, of course you are because you're a Cowboys fan. I'm an Eagles fan. Fly Eagles fly till I die. If you're also an Eagles fan, go Birds. Today's actually opening night for the Eagles, hanging that Super Bowl banner in front of the Cowboys. That makes me so happy. Now I'm going to put my knife down and I'm going to say this and I want y'all to understand this. We are going to put belt to ass tonight. If you love football like me, you should comment below who your favorite team is. Pico de gallo, you cut onion and tomato. Your pico de gallo is pretty much done at this point. All you got to do is add some pepper to it, some salt, and some cilantro. Mix it, and you put it in the fridge, and you leave it alone until you need it again. Now, when you see these items on a cutting board, what does it make you think of? If you thought guacamole, you'd be absolutely correct. Let's make guacamole. We're finally dicing a red onion. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to need this whole tomato or not, but I guess we'll see. And for our main event, we got the avocado. Now, if I cut this properly, it should open right up. Easy, just like that. Now, I know some people, they like to push out the core here. I'm not people, right? Easy. Maybe not easy. Alright, I tried twice. I'm not going to try a third time. I don't know what the hell was wrong with my knife, but we're doing it this way. What we do is we cut down in some lines, and then we go across. And what's nice about making guacamole is if you don't use everything for your burritos, all you gotta do is buy some salted chips and bam, you got yourself a nice little snack. With all that in a bowl, we only gotta add a few more things and this can go in the fridge and chill too. Fresh garlic. We add salt and pepper to taste. The juice of a lime. Now I know if people want spice in their guacamole, they go with jalapenos. I don't have a jalapeno, so I'm gonna add a pinch of chili flake. Please do not come from my head. I'm just using what I have on hand. Now for some, guacamole might be enough, but for me, it's not. We're going to make a sour cream sauce that really ties everything together properly. Sour cream goes in a bowl. Mayo joins the party. If you ever need a sauce for some burritos, sour cream and mayo are a perfect base. More lime juice. I am going to add chili flake, but not much because that guacamole turned out to be quite spicy. You don't want to blow out your palate. We add pepper. That was cumin I just added, now I add smoked paprika. Annoyingly, I ran out of cilantro making the guacamole and pico de gallo, so we gotta use parsley for this. If you have cilantro, absolutely use it here. The brightness and freshness it adds is more notable than parsley. Upon mixing, it occurred to me that I forgot some things. For some reason, my goofy self did not add salt. But even more egregiously, I forgot to add the garlic. Now earlier, I did mention fries were in this burrito, and I sure hope you ain't think I was making them homemade today. Frozen fries. I ain't got much else to say. Cook them according to package instructions. We'll season them when they come out. With our fries in the oven, I think this is a perfect time to heat our tortillas. Always heat your tortillas before trying to work with them. With our tortillas done, our pan is already heated up. We can go in with the chicken right away. I love the sound of that sizzle. Now you know me, I gotta get that chicken into an even layer to get that even browning across the bottom. Our chicken has had a few minutes to brown on the bottom, but now we're gonna mix it around so that it can get nice color everywhere else. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too pleased with how the chicken breast has given out some water after it hit the pan, but I still can't complain with how the chicken has come along nicely and still gotten that nice color to it. The timing of everything is coming together quite nicely because not even 5 minutes ago the chicken is finished and now our fries are done. And if you think we're not gonna load these fries up with flavor like we've done with everything else, then you better ask somebody. These are French fries, so of course they need a good amount of salt. Pepper. Sweet paprika. We're fully committing. Now, if you had to guess the last thing I'm adding to this, what would it be? If you guessed garlic powder, you would be absolutely right. Good job. Congratulations. Now, we give these a mix and then we start building our burritos. I'd much rather do this with my hands, but I don't feel like burning myself. We're at the end, so the only thing left to do now is to do it. Slap your tortilla down because you're a boss. I think I'm going to start with the base of guacamole. My tortillas are not the biggest, so if you feel like they're not stuffed enough, that's the reason why. But if you can find them real big tortillas at the supermarket, go ahead and use those. A perfectly cooked chicken goes on top of that. A decent handful of these fries. I'm worried about this closing properly, but I guess we'll find out in a moment. You don't think I forgot about the vegetables, did you? This is where you tell yourself this is actually healthy. And the perfect way to finish this off before we roll is that sauce. And now we pray that this goes well. Might this actually close? Hang on a minute. Hey now. You see, I'm a professional. I had no faith I was gonna do it, and damn it, I did it. You see that? That's perfect. That's perfectly done. Now let's cut into it. Look inside, look inside, look at the cross section. Tell me this is not pretty. Tell me this is not perfect for watching a football game.